While I was enjoying the sunshine on a cruise ship, I got a text from my buddy Robbie. He was reminding me that he was bringing some Schwinn Paramounts to the bike swap in Chicago. And unfortunately, I couldn't make it. I was on a trip. But while I was in the airport, my buddy Steve gave me a text. Of course, I was taken right away. This bike was beautiful. It was a 1975 Schwinn Paramount with the Sprint seat tube. And I've always wanted one of these. He sent me a bunch of pictures. And of course, he knows his stuff too, so he looked it over, telling me it was in great shape. Thank God that the seller knew my buddy Robbie, and he convinced him to let the bike go, even though I couldn't pay him then and there. Then I called my buddy Cyril and asked him if he could bring this bike home, because I knew he was displaying there that day. The good man that he is told me he had me covered.
Give it up. I'm just strutting somebody else's stuff here. I'm gonna take it out, load it up. John, I put about a quarter mile on your bike here, pushing it around, just doing my rooster strut. The peacock strut with this bike. 75, was it P13? Paramount Sprint tubes. How cool is this ride? Congrats! What a cool ride. Look at that. Freaking gorgeous, man. So freaking cool. That's awesome. John's gonna have a surprise waiting for him when he gets home. Look at that. That is a sweet ride. He's flying into O'Hare from Florida right now. So, got a new one. Enjoy. That thing's sweet.
Well, guys, I've never bought a bicycle from the airport before. It's the first for everything. All right, we're home. Here it is. I'm excited. Yes. Thanks so much to Steve for showing me this bike, and for Cyril picking it up, and Jerry having the grace to extend credit until I got home. All right, let's get that inside. Watching the game with my favorite wine. Hey guys, we're back in the basement. Thanks to my friend Tim for having a party for the big game. But hey, we got the Paramount. Let's talk. Gentlemen, I say gentlemen because only 2 women watch this show here. So come to Facebook, John's Vintage Road Bike Garage. Join the conversation. A lot of interaction. Love to see you guys there. Post your bikes and we'll talk about it. We got ourselves a 1975 Schwinn Paramount. This thing is awesome. This is called the Sprint, or the Sprint Edition with the curved down tube, or I'm sorry, seat tube. And a beautiful bike. You can see you got the chrome Nervex lugs, the beautiful chrome fork crown, which is very common, for over a decade with the Schwinn Paramount. Now this one here has been modified. I have Brazon shift bosses, I got Brazon cable guides, and I got the Brazon cable stops. Now, tell me if those were aftermarket guys on a 75. Someone said that they were also optional. They actually seem pretty too far forward too. From what I remember. Beautiful bike. So it's not original paint, but it is gorgeous. It is the opaque blue, which is a Schwinn color. Now, what's the deal with this bent tube, or this intentionally bent tube? Well, they did that. They called it the Sprint model. They did it from 75 to 78. And the idea was to shorten the wheelbase. Well, how much do they shorten the wheelbase? Well, guys, I have 2 Schwinn Paramounts, 272 Schwinn Paramounts, and I thought they were identical except for one was chrome and the one was is now green. I had it repainted at Waterford. Now, what's interesting is one of those has a 40-inch wheelbase, the other one's closer to 39. Why is there a difference? I don't know. Tell me. I should know. I really should. I'm embarrassed. I don't. But tell me in the comment section why one would have a longer wheelbase than the other. Now, this bicycle here with the bent seat tube has a 38-inch wheelbase. That is actually really short, guys. Hey, guys, if you line up all the bikes that I have, this is probably the shortest wheelbase. You know, I know the Regi had a shorter wheelbase than that, but guys, this is short, 38 inches. And they say it's better for climbing and descents and all that good stuff. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. I'd never ridden one with the bent seat tube. Well, there's one problem when you buy a bike sight unseen. It looks great on paper or looks good in a picture, but then you get close, there's some things. Not terribly wrong. I knew there was a repaint just for the brazons, but a couple things. The first thing that sticks out that's very obvious to me is the rims. You got yourself some Ambrosio Elite Durex rims. These are actually really good, you know, hard anodized rims, but obviously not stock. The second thing, obviously, would be the brazons, which we talked about. The next is a Grand Sport headset. Whoever took this bike in didn't build it properly. They cheapened it. You know, maybe that's why the price is so good. But I got Grand Sport brakes, Grand Sport headset, Grand Sport cranks. Guys, my eagle eye spied this too. That's an off mega bottom bracket. Is that spindle even compatible? Let me know in the comment section. What do you think? And we're going to have to do something about that. This bike deserves the full Nova record treatment. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the wheels yet. I'm going to figure that one out. But yeah, you get your book saddle and your Nova record seat posts, which was an option that year. Now, I understand there's an issue with this derailleur with the way it's mounted. And you can just see it's really odd the way it sits because it's on the bent portion of the tube. But boy, the bike is beautiful. I think I got a great buy on it. It did come with a pair of Grand Sport pedals, which are just fine. But yeah, we got to change the brakes. We're going to have a little bit of fun with this thing. So I think the solution to my component problems all lie in these boxes. You got some calipers in there and things of that nature. You know, let's see. What do we got for a chain here? We got a Uniglide chain. That's not actually apropos. And it looks like, oh, what is this freewheel? What do we got here, guys? What does that look like to you? Is that a Suntour? I have to remove that to see. It looks like a Suntour, actually. So, not a bad bike. Put your comments in the comment section below. What should we do for handlebar tape? Because that stuff's going to go away. And, I don't know. It just doesn't look right. Plus, your levers are in the wrong spot. So, yeah. Yeah, we got some work to do on this thing. You let me know if you want to see another video on this thing. We'll take it apart, shine it up, put the right parts back on it, put it together. Try to keep it to about a 20-minute video so it won't be too mega detailed. So, also, too, what should I do for wheels? I can put some clinchers on there. Because if I'm going to ride it, most likely, I have a set of I'll put a set of clinchers on it. What you don't know is I have so many bikes with sew-up tires that I actually have a couple of wheel sets that I move around if I want to ride a particular bike one day and I don't want to ride on the sew-ups. So maybe I'll keep them as is, displayed, and then when I ride it, put a different wheel set on. All right, guys, I also got a few boxes in the mail today. I'm pretty excited. Let's open them up and check it out. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh. New old stock Durace headset. That's for the RRB, and it came with wrenches. Sweet. And filler, garbage. Got something here from Andrew Grout. Let's check it out. Ooh, I know what this is. It's Christmas. This is a first generation Super Record derailleur from the 70s. Not perfect condition, but really nice. This is a 77? No, 76. Now this is going to go on my Specialissima. Decent shape, not perfect, but you know these things are really pricey, and he gave me a really good price on it. So I really appreciate Andy for doing that, or Andrew. Thanks so much. All right, guys, before we end this video, let's do some rapid fire of up and coming. Number one, we have a 1990-something Milano. We're going to replace the fork on and tune it up. That's a cool bike. We're going to build this Pinarello up with some Campanile Centaur, kind of a neo-retro. That's the early 90s. We have a Schwinn. I got a GT Edge that I bought originally in 1994 or 1995. We're going to build that up. We got a video that's coming. We're going to overhaul this bike. It's my Raleigh International from 1972. We have a rebuild on a Trek 970. We have a kind of a refresh with some new wheels. We got to lace up for this Freihaus, who knows what you call it. We got some wheels for that are period correct, not these big clunker wheels that are on there now. Back here in the stack, I have a Gios Torino, whatever you want to call it. We're going to rebuild that. We're going to take the parts off of this, and you're going to see me and a special guest put that on the RRB frame. Those parts are going to be on the RRB. Then we have this beautiful Grand Jubilee Motopacan that we're going to clean up and rebuild. Excited about that. Oh, and by the way, I still have this 25-inch Centurion Super Elite that I'm selling. It's new old stock, never seen the road. I pulled it out of the box myself, and let me know if you're interested in that. So on top of that, guys, we got a lot going on. We are going to the Philly Bike Expo, so you'll see some video from there. I think I'm going to do the Eddie Rando. You guys familiar with that? That's in Colorado. And with that, there's going to be a show that Monday afterwards. With more information on that, which will be in the greater Golden area. So, it doesn't sound right, does it? The Golden area of Colorado. We'll talk more about that as that event arrives. I'm going to go to the Made Bike Show, MADE, I guess they call it. That is in Portland. That's in August. Doing RAGBRAI in July. And I'd like to ride with some of you guys, so let me know if you're coming. Guys, there's so much. And there's more. I got another bike on the way. I can't mention it yet. I got two on the way. I got my Jeffrey Bach. Oh, check this out. Check out this bottom bracket shell. This is so cool. I don't know how many hours this took Jeffrey to do, but look at the detail on this thing. It's just nuts. That's the first part of my bicycle. So I'm kind of excited to get this thing out. We picked some new colors, guys. They're different from what we did in the video. But yeah, that's all I got. Now, go watch one of my other videos, like right here. Go watch those. They're more fun. No, really, check out the other videos. They age really well. You could watch one of my 3-year-old videos, and they're just as boring as the ones I do now. Actually, I've improved, but you want to see some cool old bike content, check out all the old videos. They don't go stale.